Welcome to Law Family. This video is helpful to the law students and newly practicing young advocates only. Today, we discuss about the sections 1181 and 117234 of BNS Act 2023. Corresponding law section is 324 and 325 of IPC. The following kinds of hurt only are designated as grievous hurt. Comment. We have found it very difficult to draw a line between those bodily hurts which are serious and those which are slight. To draw such a line with perfect accuracy is indeed absolutely impossible, but it is for better that such a line should be drawn through rudely, though, than that offences, some of which approach in enormity to murder, while others are little more than frolics, which a good-natured man would hardly resent, should be classed together. Further, apart from medical evidence, in cases of hurt, the court should give a finding of its own whether the hurt was grievous or simple. It is not the business of the medical officer to clarify whether the hurt was grievous or simple, but only to describe its nature, from which it is for the court to decide whether it was grievous or simple.
Welcome. Grievous hurts. One is emasculation. It means the depriving a person of masculine vigor, castration. Injury to the scrotum would render a man impotent. Second one is disfiguration. It means to do a man some external injury detracts from his personal appearance but does not weaken him, as the cutting off of a man's nose or ears. Third one is fracture or dislocation of a bone. The fracture or dislocation of a bone is considered grievous because it causes great pain and suffering to the injured person. The bone fractured may be rejoined or the bone dislocated may be reset, but this is immaterial so far as the offense is concerned. Where there is evidence that a bone has been cut, but there is nothing whatever to indicate the extent of the cut, whether deep or a mere scratch upon the surface, it is not correct to infer from that evidence alone that grievous hurt has been caused. Fourth one, any hurt which endangers life. These words cannot apply to cases in which life was not merely endangered but actually taken away. The line between culpable homicide, not amounting to murder, and grievous hurt is a very thin and subtle one. A wound on the neck or any part of the victim inflicted with a sharp-edged weapon must be considered dangerous to life, where in the course of an altercation, the accused stabbed the deceased with a knife on the left forearm, piercing the radial artery, and the deceased died of hemorrhage. hemorrhage. Soon after, it was held that the accused was guilty of causing grievous hurt, and as the forearm was not a vital part of the body, he could not be found guilty of culpable homicide. Causes of the sufferer to be during the space of 20 days in 7 bodily pain, etc.
Causes the sufferer to be during the space of 20 days in severe body pain, etc. After long consideration, we have determined to give the name of grievous bodily hurt to all hurt which causes the sufferer to be in pain, diseased, or unable to purchase his ordinary avocations. Once again, after long consideration, we have determined to give the name of grievous bodily hurt to all hurt which causes the sufferer to be in pain, diseased, or unable to pursue his ordinary avocations during the space of 20 days. It appears to us that the length of time during which a sufferer is in pain, diseased, or incapacitated from pursuing his ordinary avocations, though a defective criterion of the severity of a hurt, is still the best criterion that has ever been devised. The mere fact that a man has been in hospital for 20 days is not sufficient. It must be proved that during that time he was unable to follow his ordinary pursuits. An injured man may be quite capable of following his ordinary pursuits long before 20 days are over, and yet for the sake of permanent recovery or greater ease or comfort be willing to remain as a convalescent in a hospital, especially if he is fed at the public expenses. A disability for 20 days constitutes grievous hurt. And further, acts neither intent nor likely to cause death may amount to grievous hurt even though death is caused. If the common intention of the accused and his associates by committing an assault was not to cause injury known to be likely to cause death, but to cause grievous hurt, though the combined effect of the injuries actually caused was likely to cause death, the accused is guilty of the offense of causing grievous hurt and not of culpable homicide not amounting to murder. Further, when the accused threw a stone and caused death in a sudden and unpremeditated fight, where during the course of a drunken brawl the accused gave the deceased only one blow, which ultimately resulted in his death, it was held that the offense of a grievous hurt was committed.
Punishment section. Section 1172 punishment shall be punished up to 7 years along with fine, cognizable, bailable, triable by magistrate. Section 1173 and 4. Rigorous imprisonment not less than 10 years extended to life imprisonment, non-bailable offence. This video is purely theory and the Honorable Court decides each case on merits. Thank you.
Thank you.